Hello, hello. This is TLC, and today I'm going to walk you through an art journaling practice to celebrate and ritualize the full moon and summer solstice that's happening. Today is June 21st, 2024, but you can do this anytime you like, anytime you feel called to it. Anytime you're having a particularly need to tap into more of a creative somatic experience, we're here for you. So today the materials I'm going to be using for this new moon are, of course, my big ass sketchbook, all of my messy materials, which are mostly different colors of Sharpie markers, and my tarot deck. So to give you a little bit of feedback of where we are right now, 21st, with the full moon, we're actually at a full growth, a ripeness, seeing the culmination of certain efforts point in our moon cycle. And so today we're going to be working on celebrating and releasing around this Capricorn full moon energy. This particular moon cycle is interesting because we actually have two full moons in Capricorn, one happening this cycle and then one happening the next one in July. So we have a lot going on with Capricorn. That being said, it's also the solstice. We're illuminating the lightest day of the year, and it's kind of a halfway point for the calendar start of the year. So it's going to bring up things that we want to check in on, like projects and goals and New Year's resolutions, tasks that we have in progress. Is there anything that you're like, you've spent all year so far saying, God, I should have done this, and you haven't fully gotten around to it yet? Within this cycle, we've got this Gemini season that we just ended with a lot of words creating worlds, and so now we're taking a step back, and we're gonna get out of our heads for a minute. So I am going to invite you to turn a blank page in your big ass sketchbook. And I have here a lapis lazuli rock. This is something that I felt called to use, but you could use like a flat marble or any other stone you can think of that you can actually push with a writing device. And what we're going to do is I'm going to just walk you through connecting with your body, getting out of your head a little bit as we settle into the heart of Cancer season. And really just reflect on where we're at with our goals for a minute. Reflect on where we're at. So I'm going to use whatever is easiest to push around. For this one, I'm going to use a pen. Don't worry about the color or anything else. It's whatever you feel called to at the moment. So and I'm going slowly with this to push it around. Not thinking too hard about it. In fact, I'm not thinking much at all for once. How's that? Breathing, in fact. feeling a little bit of a loss for control, wanting to have control over this process, wondering maybe, why am I doing this? You and me both. But following it. So something this is bringing up for me is feeling the need to compare myself to the potential of maybe some goals that I have written down. Whoop! Compare myself to the perfect, whatever, mental version of myself that somehow I can be very harsh to try to see in reality, because objects in mirror are different than they appear, right? Maybe you're like finding your moment in this. Maybe you're wondering when it's going to end. Fear not, dear watcher, you can end it whenever you like. Or push ahead to the next step. But I'm really just finding a moment in this right now. All right. All right. Look at me thinking I'm done. I'm getting a little faster with it. I'm starting to think, It's not often that I just do something for the sake of putting marks on a page. Whoop! Lost it. Lost the connection. I'm just gonna reset it real quick. Okay. And then we're done with that. I'll just curly cue it off. We've got a big freaking mess. Cool. A big tangle, if you will. Okay, so I'm just enjoying my tangle here. I'm gonna grab my cards, okay? And I'm gonna actually pull some new ones, a new one for this session. There are some questions that I messily put on my other page that I'm going to ask my cards, and you can do this with your own cards if you would like. What no longer matters to me? What is my focus now? And what have I produced so far this year that I can celebrate? Okay. So, oh my gosh, you guys are gonna find out what awful memory I have to okay. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna pull my... Interesting. Okay, so first one. Second card. the 3rd. Okay, I'm gonna pull these. Put these back. Just leave the mess over there. Okay. So I've got my questions. See, I already can't remember them. This is... Okay, so... What no longer matters to you? What is your focus now? And what have you produced this year so far? Okay. Actually feeling a little bit of out of order with some of these. But what I like to do when I pull cards from my deck is to, you know, you can look for the traditional readings, of course, the text on them, but the symbols, you know, what are the symbols that are pulling? For this one, I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm actually going to just pull colors that I see in here, out of here. So I'm going to pull a yellow one for this one. I'm going to pull, you know, pink for this one. And I'm going to pull blue for this one. And what I'm going to do is just give myself a little space to look at the cards. But I'm going to start filling in some of this mess that I've made for myself while I contemplate what came up for me with these cards. And you can take this anywhere you want. You can maybe you start to find symbols, or you want to write moments in here that came up on here. So we've got the rebel. You know, some of us like to consult the booklets that came with, or additionally online and read descriptions for things. The one thing that popped up for me with this is this torch. Like, literally, what am I carrying now? Or what am I, you know, breaking chains. Maybe there's some chains in here. That I'm breaking. And this is going to carry its own personal meaning to me. Maybe there's a break in the chain here. And like, I'm not doing my prettiest work, you know, this is messy garbage. But it's my messy garbage. And there's something about it that is allowing me to contemplate the meaning of these, or on the questions asked. I'll put those questions in the description if you would like to just quick reference them, because we all know I can't in the moment quick reference them without turning this page. And that's actually something that feels really vast to me around this moon itself, is the importance of silence. So I'm gonna write that in another one of these. And then I'm going to, and this is me just bouncing around based on like ideas that came up, different things I want to note down in here, and I can go in deeper with it. You know, or I can go drop the whole thing and go eat cake and celebrate. Hey, there's lots of different ways to celebrate the moment that we're in right now. A big part of this, though, is that you know, acknowledging the struggles you've gone through to make it to this point, and taking stock of the moment that you're in right now, while also realizing, like, hey, there's still a lot of work to be done. We've done a lot, and there's still a lot more to go. But we're in this, like, yes and moment, you know, these moments where we can take the time to find these little twinkling stars of joy in the vast darkness. I think it's easy to get fixated on the should, fixated on comparing yourself to not even just other people, but the version of yourself that you wanted to be when you made your and you know, maybe these are broken goals. Like I'm thinking maybe when you made these goals originally, are you even the same person anymore? You know? Was this goal for you? Or did you develop a goal that you thought someone else would like? And so where are you reclaiming that? And that could be, you know, the celebration of this ending of something that, you know, maybe you're not like I know I'm not, maybe you're not like a New Year's resolution person and you don't tick like that, you know? Maybe you're the rebel. And you're releasing this need to please. Actually, that is very pertinent to me. All of this would be, since I'm recording it. Releasing the need to please. I'm gonna actually just write this down like this. Okay, please. Yeah. I think just listening to ourselves more, you know, even in this process today, doing this here with you, I'm realizing things within myself that are coming to the surface. While I will not explain all of them to you or even have awareness on all of them now, there's a finding our wings that's coming in, to use my favorite bird metaphors. And maybe we need to release ourselves and reassess where we're at with our goals. You know, and there's energy to do that right now. So with that, I am going to leave you here today. This process is here for you whenever you would like it, and I invite you to keep going with it. If you liked this, I invite you to do it again by clicking the link in the description to stay connected with me, and I will see you in the next one. Happy full moon, everybody.